Why is Ndim important for Python NumPy array shapes? Have you ever wondered why understanding dimensions is key when working with arrays in Python? Today, we will answer that question by diving into the importance of the Ndim attribute in NumPy. This attribute tells you how many dimensions an array has, which is essential for managing data effectively. In NumPy, the Ndim attribute indicates the number of dimensions or axes of an array. This is important because it helps you grasp the structure of the data stored in that array. For instance, a one-dimensional array has Ndim equal to 1 and can be visualized as a simple list of elements. On the other hand, a two-dimensional array has Ndim equal to and resembles a table with rows and columns. If you go further, three-dimensional arrays can be thought of as a cube, similar to a Rubik's Cube. Understanding the number of dimensions is vital when working with arrays. Many operations in NumPy depend on the shape and dimensionality of the arrays involved. For example, functions that manipulate or combine arrays often requiring that the arrays have compatible dimensions. If you try to combine arrays with different Ndim values, you may run into errors. The Ndim attribute works hand in hand with the shape attribute, which provides the size of the array along each dimension. Together, they give you a complete picture of the array's layout. For instance, if you have an array with Ndim equal to 2 and shape equal to 3 and 4, this means the array has 3 rows and 4 columns. When creating arrays in NumPy, you can specify the minimum number of dimensions using the ndmin parameter. This is particularly useful when you want to ensure your data has a certain dimensionality right from the start. By setting a minimum number of dimensions, you can simplify later processing steps. In practical terms, knowing the Ndim of your array helps you reshape arrays, perform broadcasting operations, and slice data correctly. For example, if you want to reshape a one-dimensional array into a two-dimensional array, you need to know how many dimensions you are working with. In summary, the Ndim attribute is a fundamental property of NumPy arrays that tells you how many dimensions an array has. This knowledge is essential for understanding and manipulating data structures effectively in Python programming. Whether you are performing data analysis, scientific computations, or machine learning tasks, knowing about Ndim will significantly aid your work with NumPy arrays.